Hey guys, welcome back to MaxCast, Donner for Unification. On Battle Marshes I have a 1 vs 1 view. On the northern side playing Dark Angels, we have Alpha Legion. This is not Alpha Legion, this is some loyalists to you. On the other side playing Death Korps of Krieg, we have DANTIST. So DANTIST has shown us some Raven Guard and some Death Korps of Krieg plays before. So he likes to have the Death Korps of Krieg as well. And this is Alpha Legion, so the same match or same players as last week on a different map and a different matchup. I've actually downloaded from those guys about 4 games. They played against each other, and they look pretty solid, both players. Let's see how Alpha Legion is doing in terms of Dark Angels play. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 scout opener for him. This is as much scouts usually as you can afford without going a generator. He needs another builder. He only has 1 builder, so this is a big downside he needs. So that's why you usually only go 3 scouts. He's now getting a servitor. That's why you normally get only 3 scouts to be able to afford a servitor right away. There's a lot of soldiers actually. Okay, he did go, DANTIST go for a field barracks into field generator, the Lord General, and as I see it, 3 Jägers? 2 Jägers? 2 Jägers? 3 Jägers. It's not Jägers, it's Jäger. 3 Jäger and 1 soldier. They're now kicking and stabbing this listening post. That's I'm not sure about you, but have you ever kicked at a steel door or something? It's gonna take a while, I guess. But yeah, here comes the Lord General. He's more of a ranged dude and has the standard barrel. The standard barrel provides bonuses of Inspire, but I think it's mainly morale bonus, but also could be some HP. Could be some HP bonus. Some of these standard barrels gives you some HP, some give you damage. Anyway, he buffs his troops and now getting for melee. Guy, so I like that. Haven't seen that in a while, getting the melee guy. I mean, the standard barrel is also mainly used in melee combat. Standard barrel actually going down. This is not cheap. Standard barrel is relatively expensive. Okay, not more than the others. I thought it was more expensive. Never mind me. There was a bit of a misplay not queuing up the Jäger to capture its points, and we have a split situation. So the way you lose on Battle Marshes is if you give your opponent the both relics, and currently we do not have this, so this could be a more even game if you split them. If one guy has both relics, this is more or less him getting ahead in economy by quite a bit. Scouts now coming in, reinforced. No, he has no armory yet, I guess. Yeah, yes, he doesn't have even a generator. There you go. He's not getting his strategic point at the back because his engineers are busy building the outer points, I guess. And they're just standing and watching each other. On the other side we have a bit of an engagement, 2 Jäger against 2 scouts. The Jägers need to reinforce quite a lot to come out ahead of this, because the scouts of Dark Angels we know are pretty solid in terms of the damage. Even getting now is a shotgun. The shotguns you can get without an armory. So they can now, let's see if the shotgun will knock these guys over in the heavy cover. Yeah, it will knock them over and also do a bit of an AoE damage. So the double shotgun now getting this guy to leave now. This guy will die as well, falling on the ground in the arms of his fallen comrade over here. And here we have a bit of a staring contest still. They're trying to get inch out in range. They should see each other, right? Oh, they're not seeing each other. The scouts have a better vision range than the Death Korps of Krieg have. So not sure if they could get a sniper on it, they could snipe these guys from afar, I guess. That scouts have better vision range is also pretty fitting. They could get in here to get back in the base, for example. This point in the back is now built up. There's now 1, 2, 3, 4 field generators. 3? The 3rd field generator. So he didn't upgrade any points So this is why you can get tier 2 with only 2 generators. Usually if you upgrade a point or two, you need a third generator before. He is now always or almost finishing his tier 2. How is it on the other side? Tier 2 halfway done, armory getting built, a lot of generators. So I guess we see some Razorbacks or Dreadnoughts from Alpha Legion. And what do we have here? Sniper kill team. Okay, the sniper kill team seems to be the MVP of the Death Korps of Krieg. It has been buffed in the last patch as it was a bit weak. Now it might be a bit too strong. I want to see the vision range of it when it comes out. The vision range of the sniper team isn't the greatest. I think the big thing is the Voxcaster. The Voxcaster, however, needs a Vox Center, which is not present yet. We have an assembly plant on the way, so we will see probably a Chimera or 2 or 3 or 5. You can get up to 5 Chimeras without getting any more vehicle cap increases. And in comes the shotguns now. This is 2 squads of Jaegers. They will not fare well against this. You do not have the take and hold victory actually enabled. It's only annihilation, I guess. And these Jaegers, once they lose control, you cannot move them or give them any orders. They will just stay and fight until they die. For the Emperor, of course. No Chimera yet. Actually getting Siegfried. Siegfrieds only cost 1 vehicle pop. Okay, he decides, okay. I was so excited to see some Siegfrieds. Jesus. Heavy weapon platoons. Don't you need a box center for the guys? I want to see it. Now getting the infantry pop upgrades. They're pushing on the other side. The push was successful because you can tank with the Lord General, and then you have a soldier actually, not just Jäger as you have here. Another attempt of these Jaegers to get inside. Now the Stormcrimmer, you could jump inside to mount these side sponsors. There you go. Now they should get some shots from these side sponsors. Yeah, only one actually. It might be a small model issue that only one is moving. I'm not sure. Quickly checking. Yeah, you do not need the Vox Center anymore for this. In the last patch you would need a Vox Center for these heavy weapon guys. Oh! Okay, I cannot click and see how far the range is, but the autocannons do have quite a lot of range. There's a Razorback now. As I anticipated, we need to move over to the Dark Angels because they're also good for scout infiltration. Got some scout sergeants and got the plasma guns as well. So you have infiltrated scouts with plasma guns, as well as the company master also having a plasma pistol. They have plasma pistols, not guns, right? Yes. And here's the guys over here. They should be in range, I think, about here or here. Not completely sure of the actual range. But the autocannons will be yeah, now you see the range is up to here. So this is a prime position. Mortars would also be pretty wild. Now the Storm Chimera over here being busy shooting this. There's only one Chimera though, I guess. Okay, no spam of Chimeras. And there's a Mortis Dreadnought, so this is his not sure everything idea. We have some multi-melter added to this Razorback. The Razorback can only house one squad of infantry, but he can also just attack. So this is now also a feature of Battle Marshes, that you have these outer points, and if you have a whole bunch of units inside here, it can be difficult to deal with. The sniper now got the Voxcaster, and immediately these guys are getting spotted. So you see the spotting range currently, I cannot see it completely, is pretty wild. He can also use some flare grenades to get extortion actually. So the scout investment might or might not be worth it in the end. Mortis Dreadnought now shooting at his Lord General. Plasma guns turret as well over here, so he wants to not engage on this side actually. He lost both sides. He killed one side and lost the other, I guess. That's what I'm wanting to say. Sniper kill team now being infiltrated themselves. They move slower, and if they're infiltrated, their damage is lowered, as far as I know. This might be a tier 3 on the way. I will quickly look. can use marksman ability to drastically increase damage of his weapon. So they have an active ability to increase the damage as well. There's now the first plasma cannon shot, and if there will be a 2 or more, this will be a dead weapon platoon, and those guys are expensive, I tell you. 220, so this is like almost, this is like 800, like close to 900 requisition on some odd power, so this is a lot of economy. The Lady Inquisitor has now been added as well to have some further detection, and I think they are, not sure why they are so slow, because of the infiltration I guess they wanted to use. Not sure what detects them. Was there a Watcher in the Dark? We have this Watcher in the Dark possibilities. I'm completely all over, there's so much going on each side. The Razorback here now needs to move away. We have now one relic is getting taken back, the other one is still contested. Mortis Dreadnoughts being repaired. Tier 3 is not on the way. Tier 3, I'm not sure, was Tier 3 on the way? There was something on the way in the HQ. Okay, quick bit of a downtime. So we have 86 and 79 against 74 and 30. So a big power, mostly power bonus for the Dark Angels over here. They have 3 dreadnoughts. Holy moly, that's why where all their power went. They could think about tier 3 actually now with all this power. They actually need to spend some requisition, maybe get some, I don't know. You could just get some commanders that are heavy in requisition. Now he gets the assault space. That's something I was thinking about. Getting assault space marines with stubborn and their grenades. He decides otherwise for now, but I think assault marines with their melter bombs could be a thing that might be useful, or he can try to get to tier 3 and get, depending on his choice, the infantry over there. A lot of, even getting the requisition upgrade out of all things, so I would highly want to see some use of him. Now getting the Tech Marine and then Might of the Deathwing, so he seems to be in Deathwing Enjoyer over here. I'm not sure if he was also the guy we saw in Quest Triumph against him, because there was also Dark Angels, wasn't it? On Quest Triumph, Death Korps of Krieg against Dark Angels. Dark Angels try to use Terminators and stuff. Bit of a different game now. The Razorback. Okay, now it is a hit. He missed quite a lot of shots. Now we see some hitting shots. There's still the company master where the scouts getting detected by the Lady Inquisitor over here. She can detect as well. Another Razorback now being added. Getting now the Intraceable, some more infantry upgrades. And there comes the Flock of Chimera. You can get up to 5 Chimera. And yeah, you can even, yeah, heavy starboats can also add it here. This is a lot of armor to punch through. There's no dedicated anti-vehicle apart from these 2 Razorbacks with multi-mellas. They will, however, be very good at killing these Storm Chimeras. Better than the Storm Chimeras will be at killing these Razorbacks. Razorbacks have much more HP and has the dedicated anti-vehicle option. The Lord General standing over here, we have a heavy weapons platoon. I think this is what happened, what I was saying earlier, that they got in range of the plasma cannon, and yeah, now even getting the Inferno cannon. They are much cheaper. They still have quite a lot of range and they're very good against infantry. Maybe he saw the transition to, no, he cannot see it yet, the Deathwing transition. Rumors of the Fallen give you some detection of your commanders. The commanders already have detection range, but it's now a bit more. That was a Space Marine going down, right? These sergeants of the scouts are like, whoa! They have this very energetic voiceover. And this is interesting now. Even getting the turret over here will help his units with the anti-vehicle idea. Now is the Deathwing done. Now these guys have turned into their Deathwing counterparts. He reminded to actually restart the build, because if they are getting it changed, then you need to give them the orders again. The turret will go up, but will go down very quickly as well. Will deal some damage. So he couldn't hold the line as much. Now getting the Terminator Chaplain. We would like to see there it is, the Death Ring Orbital Relay. Squad cap increase. Master of the Forge upgrade for the Tech Marine. Gives him a full servo harness, includes flamer, plasma cutter, increases health and regeneration and whatnot. So he will get quite a lot of stuff. He needs to buy some time though, but this is quote unquote only 4 Chimeras and a Lady Inquisitor. So this is not a game ending force over here. On the other side we have these 3 Dreadnoughts. You can get more Dreadnoughts in tier 3. These Deathwing Dreadnoughts, they have a bit more HP. And there's the full on servo harness over here, getting also this little skull probe. And there's now orbital bombardment by the company master, and these guys are not moving out of the way, so this will more or less be full damage against these Chimeras. The damage itself isn't the highest, I have to say though, and it's mostly the disruption as well, but this Chimera will go down, this as well. Okay, there. If you keep staying in at orbital bombardment, yes, this will deal some damage. It still doesn't stop. Not sure if he's like wanting to stay to see how much it does or so, I'm not sure. Scouts are back, there's the Deathwing Terminators, the first squad. You can get up to 3 Terminators, you can get in tier 4 then 2 more Terminator variants, so you can get up to 5 Terminator squads and a lot of Terminator commanders. We have the Terminator Chaplain and the Terminator Deathwing Company Champion, one of which would like to be put on the squad. Deathwing Terminators are limited to 2, but you can get up to 1 more Terminator than a melee variant. The Dreadnought still standing strong. On the other side we have now the heavy weapon platoon with the Inferno Cannon and the Siegfried. Here we have the smallest vehicle. It only has a multi-laser and it's very cheap, very fast, but only has vehicle light armor. You can clearly see it over here. We have, what did we finish? I forgot. There was some interesting stuff finished. Never mind me. Vindicator, yeah. Vindicator for some anti-infantry. So economy wise, it is all things considered pretty low econ game. There's still the heavy weapon platoon with the autocannons here. So we had 2 heavy weapon platoons. Okay. And we now have also a Basilisk. He can open fire from here, right? Yeah, now some Basilisk support fire. It will take a while to kill Terminators though. There comes some shots. He actually dealing damage to some scouts of all things, but they have the stubborns and resilient and whatnot being researched. Oh, big Vindicator shot over here, and now comes the slow march of the Deathwing, I guess. There's still some autocannons. They got oddly split up because there's a little traffic jam over here. They can fit into the Storm Chimera. 1 squad can fit, you can see. Not 2 squads, but 1. And now the question is, can they hold or can't they? We do have... I saw green stuff, so I thought it was a plasma cannon, but this might be from the Dreadnought over here. They can also get plasma cannons, but they opted for all assault cannons. I like to add some plasma cannons to those guys as well, because they are so strong. The Basilisk getting a bit too close for comfort. You see that 1 hit dealing a lot of damage. Not sure about his jump into the enemy lines though. Why would you suicide your Terminators in? Okay, he wants to jump in and kill these heavy weapons, but not giving the enemy a time to set up and slowly grind him down. He will get only 1 though. 1 squad going down. Now he needs to focus on the other one. And this is expensive. Every model you see here going down is 200 requisition. Now even getting the melee with the Chaplain, and this is not a fair fight. 2 guys with a shovel. Or 1 Terminator armor guy with a big mace. I'm telling you which is winning this fight. The guy on the top is like shooting him down as much as he can, but it doesn't matter in the end. Some rear armor hits, if there would be some rear armor here now. And I think Alpha Legion has broken the defenses of the Korps of Krieg. Even the Quartermaster here. Late game strong medic. Their tier 3 was finished. You see the Ragnarok now as well, but he made it. He had a pretty good game overall. There was some minor setbacks in the beginning, I think, but overall I like that he kept like this 3 dreadnoughts over here safe while he focused on pushing once he got the Terminators. And now there's Terminators standing here being reinforced as much as they can. And wow, what a nice game. I really enjoyed this one. Hard to pinpoint down where it went wrong and where it was good, because in the mid game there was so much action on both sides, it was hard for me to keep track. But you see the Death Ring. This is also my personal favorite way of the Dark Angel, so I really enjoyed him using the big old Terminators over here. The jump over here was risky. You have seen that one squad of Terminators was more or less quickly killed because the Inferno Cannons also doing AoE damage. We had the Storm Cameras and everything, but the other squad survived and finished the job. So this was a ballsy move that paid off. I wasn't sure if it will pay off, but it did pay off in the end nonetheless. So as usual guys, thanks for watching and see you in the next video. Bye bye!